Hello, I am Master Lee. I have devoted my life to the study of the human body. I have studied the intricate dance between our health and the world around us. Today I want to talk about something that frustrates a great many people, a stubborn belly fat that appears after the age of 30. I constantly hear the same story. You watch what you eat and turn down dessert. You spend hours at the gym.
But despite all your efforts, your waistline seems to have a life of its own. It feels like you're doing everything exactly right. But that stubborn belly fat just won't budge. If this sounds familiar, know that you are not alone. And I promise you, it is not your fault and not a failure of willpower.
You've probably been told that belly fat after 30 is an enemy to be defeated by endless running and bland salads. But what if I told you this is not a battle at all? It is a conversation. One that most of us have been holding in the wrong language. Just one night of poor sleep can raise cortisol levels so high that your body switches into fat storage mode. Your body is not betraying you. It is simply responding to ancient signals. Those signals have gone haywire in our chaotic modern world. The secret is not in punishing the body, but in understanding its language. Today we will learn that language and reignite the fat-burning process. To understand this shift, let us begin with the prime suspect. Everyone talks about how metabolism slows with age. There is some truth to that, but it is far from the whole story. A large 2021 study revealed something remarkable. Our metabolism remains stable at 30, 40, and even 50 years of age. A meaningful decline only begins after the age of 60. So what is actually happening inside you? The answer is a true storm brewing within. The real culprits are a trio of powerful forces: hormonal chaos, disrupted circulation, and a weakened gut. Let us begin with the master of your stress, the hormone cortisol. In our high-pressure world, chronic stress has become a constant companion. Deadlines, worries, screens, and poor sleep keep its levels elevated. Cortisol's ancient job is to prepare the body for danger by stockpiling energy, and its favorite storage site is deep inside your belly. This fat is called visceral fat, and it is extremely dangerous. It is not the soft fat you can pinch. Visceral fat is metabolically active. It acts like a separate organ. It wraps around your liver and intestines, sending out inflammation signals. And most critically, this fat is highly sensitive to cortisol. It literally turns your waistline into a fat magnet under stress. This creates an extremely dangerous vicious cycle. As it accumulates, visceral fat compresses blood vessels. This is a major problem because fat needs good blood flow to receive the hormonal signals that say, burn energy. With restricted blood flow, fat becomes cold and unresponsive. The hormonal messengers simply cannot get through. No flow, no burning. At the same time, your digestive system may begin to malfunction. Age and lifestyle slow the production of enzymes and bile. Healthy bile is critically important for properly breaking down fats. If the body cannot break them down, it begins to store them. On top of that, the balance of your gut microbiome becomes disrupted. This leads to chronic inflammation and excessive gas production. Often what people think is new fat is actually bloating. Beyond stress and digestion, your hormonal symphony is also changing. These changes are different for men and for women, but the result is always the same. More fat in the area of your waistline. In women, this is often linked to declining estrogen levels. For decades, estrogen directed fat toward the hips and buttocks. But with the onset of menopause, the fat storage strategy changes. The body begins depositing fat primarily in the belly. This is compounded by falling progesterone, which disrupts sleep and raises anxiety. For men, the story revolves around testosterone. From around age 30, its levels drop by about 1% per year. That may not sound like much, but over a decade, it is very significant. Testosterone is crucial for maintaining muscle mass. When its levels fall, it becomes harder for men to hold on to muscle. Their body becomes more inclined to accumulate fat in the belly. And did you know that muscle loss is directly linked to grip strength? A study in The Lancet showed that a 5-kilogram drop in grip strength is linked to a 7% rise in heart attack risk and a 9% increase in stroke risk in a person. This brings us to insulin, the hormone that affects everyone. Think of insulin as a key that lets sugar into your cells. But after years of processed food, sugary drinks, and stress, your cells begin to ignore that key. This is insulin resistance. Your body's response? It starts producing even more insulin. And high insulin sends a loud and clear signal: store fat. It actively blocks fat breakdown, locking the body in storage mode. Finally, All of this is compounded by a slow but steady loss of muscle mass. This process, called sarcopenia, can begin as early as age 30. If you do not work to preserve muscle, you lose 3 to 8% per decade. Muscles are your metabolic furnace. They burn calories even at rest. Losing them means you simply burned fewer calories throughout the day.
Before we move on to the solutions, I want to share the main secret with you. On my website, you can find just one product for your diet. It's inexpensive, available anywhere in the world, and incredibly effective for hormones. If you want to know what it is, follow the link in the first comment.
Now you can see why the old advice, eat less, move more, simply does not work. It is like trying to patch a leaking roof when the foundation is damaged. Your efforts are noble, but they're aimed at the wrong problem. Crash diets are perhaps your worst enemy. When you sharply cut calories, your body starts to panic. It thinks famine has arrived and raises cortisol levels, which orders your belly to hold on to fat at all costs. You may lose weight, but it will mostly be water and precious muscle. And what about endless cardio workouts? Hours of grueling cardio are also perceived by the body as chronic stress, which, as you might have guessed, raises cortisol levels once again. This can cancel out all the benefits and even destroy muscle. And let us not even talk about crunches. Did you know this is one of the most useless exercises for burning fat? You cannot spot reduce fat. It is physiologically impossible. You can build an incredible six-pack, but it will not be visible under the layer of fat. These methods do not work because they ignore the root causes. The good news is that you are not doomed. The secret is not to fight your body, but to work together with it. We simply need to change the signals we are sending it. First, we tame cortisol. This is non-negotiable. The most powerful tool for this is quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Switch off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Simple deep breathing or a walk can significantly reduce stress. Add magnesium-rich foods to your diet to calm your nervous system. Second, we support our hormones through nutrition. To support the thyroid, eat seafood and Brazil nuts. For women in menopause, phytoestrogens from flax seeds and chickpeas will help. Men need zinc to support healthy testosterone levels. You will find plenty of it in oysters, pumpkin seeds, and lean red meat. Third, we heal and restore our gut. Include fermented foods in your diet. Kefir, yogurt, sauerkraut. They are rich in probiotics, beneficial bacteria for your gut, and feed those bacteria with prebiotics from garlic, onion, and asparagus. A glass of warm water with lemon in the morning also stimulates digestion. Fourth, we rebuild our metabolic engine. To fight age-related muscle loss, strength training is essential. It is the best way to raise your resting metabolism. Aim for 2 or 3 strength training sessions per week. Complement them with high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. These are short bursts of intense effort, followed by rest. Research shows that HIIT is incredibly effective against visceral fat. As you begin this journey, change the way you measure your success. Throw away your scale. It constantly lies to you. As you build muscle and lose fat, your weight may not change at all. Instead, simply pick up a measuring tape. For good health, waist size should be under 88 centimeters for women and under 102 centimeters for men. But most important of all is how you feel. Has your energy level improved? Are you sleeping better? Has the bloating gone? These are the truest signs of your progress. Remember my patient Jane. She was 38 and came to me completely worn out. She ran for an hour every day, yet her belly only kept growing. We created a sleep protocol and a gut healing plan for her, and in 8 weeks she lost 10 centimeters from her waist. Or Anna, 49, who was facing the hormonal changes of menopause. Her estrogen was falling, and fat was stubbornly accumulating on her belly. We added phytoestrogens and replaced her long cardio sessions with short HIIT sessions, and her waist became defined again. Or Tom, 42, who had a problem with low testosterone. We focused on strength training and foods rich in zinc. His energy levels rose and his waist shrank significantly.
These aren't miracles. It's pure physiology. You are not broken. Your body has never betrayed you. It's simply reacting to the signals of modern life with its ancient programming. Change those signals, and you change your body's response. You can regain control. It is more than possible. Ready to start sending the right signals? Your transformation begins not with a struggle, but with understanding. To find out which single product will trigger your hormone normalization, go to my website. It's cheap, available everywhere, and incredibly effective. The link is waiting for you in the first comment. Start today.